Alright, so pardon me, um, finished fiberglassing the helmet up, and I attached the lower part to it, and I had a little bit of difficulty. The duct tape wouldn't hold at all, so I would not recommend trying to duct tape the lower part to the helmet, because it's not going to hold. At least for me, it didn't. And then I tried hot gluing it and like pressure holding it. That didn't work either. What did work was taking the electrical tape I had and running it all the way around the helmet at the height I wanted to get a nice even mark, and then I could hot glue it, because the hot glue would stick to the plastic from the bucket and the uh, electrical tape. So there's a tip for you. But let me turn the camera around and show you what I got so far. All right. So here's the helmet. It's all like you can actually see right in there the electrical tape. And I pretty much got this where I want it. I'm gonna have to like trim it down here a little bit to get it nice and straight. But I did a test fit, and I think I'm gonna have to cut along this line because it rubs against the um my it rubs right here when I look up. So I think I'm gonna take and cut that out, or cut that off, and that'll give a nice height. You can't see my jaw, so I've already looked in the mirror and tested that. So we're good on that. So what I'm going to do is put what I have so far on, what I've made so far, so you can actually see what I'm doing. Now there is no interior to this. It's just straight helmet, and I'm figuring that um, probably 3/8 to half an inch of padding will be on the uh, bottom or the top of the helmet, or bottom of the helmet on top of my head here, so it isn't resting directly on my head. That would be bad. But there you go. Now this mark here is off center. I'm not worried about that because I am going to plan on cutting it. All right, as you can see, it rubs right in here. See, I can't look that way without rubbing, so I'm going to cut this off. All right. I'm actually liking it. It's very light so far. It has some weight to it, but it is relatively light. And so I'm going to run with it. But yeah, I think cutting that line, getting everything nice and even, making it look all pretty, then getting the other part of like the face mask or the T-visor in place will get it to the look I'm wanting, which is going to be custom. Oh, it's just shadow. Look like a raccoon right here. Anyway, there you go. I'd say I've made some progress. Got the base all riveted on. Got this taped up so I can then start working on the T-visor area. Used 1/8 inch rivets. They're really small, but they worked. Alright. So I finished the base design for my helmet. And I'm not going with the atypical Mandalorian helmet. I'm going with a modified design that I like, which is called the Assassin's helmet. Because I'm going for a Mando sniper. So I'm going to flip this camera around and show you what I got going on. Alright. So here is the cheek parts that are going to be indented. There's what's called a tear trail. It comes to a point over here. And here's just the other side. I traced this out on the other bucket I got, sanded the bucket, traced it out, cut it out, and then attached it to the other bucket. It is currently taped on, but here's what I got going on. I still got to add the back part on the back side and cut it out. But that's the base design right there.